Guys, in this video, we're going to be doing an update on Jasmy. Been a little while since I did my Jasmy video, so I think it deserves a nice quick update just to see where it's heading. I might have a new price target and some areas of support and resistance to look at in the future. So stick around so you don't miss anything, and we'll jump right on into it. And of course, guys, if you're new here, go ahead and join us by hitting that subscribe button. We are almost to 6,000 subscribers already, so thank you for all the new subscribers, man. Go ahead and smash that like button. If you love cryptocurrency, you're not in the wrong place. Smash that like button up, and let's jump right on in to the price action. So most of you guys probably seen my Jasmy video. If you haven't yet, you can go check that out. It's just right over here, guys. And, you know, just check that out because we actually did call the first breakout target, man. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick. You just click on videos, scroll down here, and it should be right down here, guys. Right here, guys. 1 week ago, Jasmy crypto price prediction and technical analysis. So we actually called this first breakout right here. We actually hit this target almost perfectly, guys. Right here for Jasmy. We actually were using a different chart. We were using the Bittrex chart at the time because the Coinbase chart was so just off. But however, we still managed to hit that target pretty nicely, and that was this breakout of this this pattern here that we were in. Now it looks like we are starting to form another pattern for Jasmy, guys, and we've already broken up out of it. We've broken our resistance. We've broken our downtrend. We're catching some new resistance right here, but we're going to talk about all that and some more next. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you watch the video all the way through, okay, guys? Now, what I want to point out is after we did hit this target, after we did hit our breakout target of this wedge pattern here, after we hit that target, we did see a nice period of consolidation here. You can see we did fall down to this first area of support. We then broke that support, caught resistance there. I want to point out this also, this uptrend area, because that's something we're going to be taking a look at later to point out our possible resistance areas coming up. But we did also break that uptrend right here, guys. You can see how nicely we broke that, caught resistance on it, and fell down in this red candle here on the 4-hour chart. And now it looks like what we did, you can see right here, you actually bounced down here. You bounced down here off of your previous resistance from this previous pattern that we broke out of. You bounced down here off of that as support, but then you came back up, caught resistance on this trend line. That's why this trend line, in my opinion, is pretty significant. You have all these touches of support, broke your support, retested your previous support for resistance, and did catch resistance on it. So in my opinion, sorry about all the lines, guys, but in my opinion, this is a good trend line to be paying attention to for possible resistance coming up here as we are breaking out of this current downtrend. Now, let's point out this parent. I could edit that out, but I'm just not even going to bother. Let's check out this parent pattern here. Guys, let's check out this wedge. This sort of falling wedge pattern basically is what this looks like to me. Let's just look at this. You can see that I have my resistance drawn in here. It makes sense. And then you have your support drawn in here. I did cut through some of this, guys. It just kind of makes sense. And then when you drop it down on the shorter term time frame, it makes sense as well. Like when you drop it down here on the 15-minute, you just seem to have more touches and more alignment for this support line down here if we cut through this, right? So in my opinion, this is where we broke our support and then bounced back up into this pattern, right? Because it just makes more sense. You have more touches. You have a touch here. You have a touch here. You have touches here and here. You just have way more touches if you were to line this up by breaking through this little bit of price action here where you broke your support. So that makes sense. Let's throw it back on the 4-hour chart and look at this target potential target here of this pattern. Keep in mind, guys, as always, disclaimer down below, this is not financial or investment advice. Like I told the guys in the live stream last night, you know, do I look like your financial advisor? I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I'm cooler than your financial advisor, honestly. But I'm not your financial advisor. Invest at your own risk, guys. This stuff is crazy volatile. I mean, look at NewCipher. Look at some of these other coins, right? NewCipher. I will be doing an update on NewCipher as well as some other altcoins this week. So definitely, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. But yes, this does look like a confirmed falling wedge with a measured move breakout target, and that target is going to get you up here at about close to 8 cents, guys. Right there at about 8 cents. You can see right now in the price action, we are actually catching some resistance here, but still looking like we're trying to push forward. So about 8 cents is this first target here, and we're going to go ahead and pull that down here. That's about 8 cents, right there at 8 cents, man, 0.079. So right there at 8 cents, guys. That kind of doesn't really line you up with a lot over here in the previous price action. But the next thing I want to point out is the fact that, remember this trend line, this uptrend that we were talking about earlier. I do believe, guys, at some point here, if Jasmy can come up here and break up above this right here, my price prediction for Jasmy is going to be up here around 9 to 10 cents as far as a pullback area. I do believe that we could catch resistance up here at about 9 to 10 cents up here in and around that area, because that would be another test of this uptrend support line. And you can see back here, when we tested it, we did catch some resistance and we did see a continuation to our pullback. So in my opinion, that's going to be a good target to be looking at. I do have another possible bullish target to look at here that might get us up above all this. So stick around. We're going to look at that next. So guys, if we were to consider this a descending wedge pattern instead of a falling wedge pattern, which, let me just point this out, that you would still have your same area of resistance line right here, but then you could consider your support being down here instead of right here, right? So we could consider this a possible descending wedge pattern right here, potentially a descending wedge pattern. And what that would do is give us an even larger measured move, just to keep in mind the bullish case here, since we're heading towards the end of the year here, and some of these altcoins seem like they're getting ready to move. I'm going to be taking a look at some of those also this week. Definitely stick around, stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and put this in. So from the top to the bottom here, if we were to consider this as a possible descending wedge, we could put in our measured move of this, which would be just kind of the width of this pattern, which is also kind of this fractal here of this breakout from our previous pattern that we broke out of. Basically the length of that fractal right there. And what we're going to do is drag it over here to our breakout point, not potential breakout point. It is our breakout point. So this actually no, guys, this still gets you to my target area of around 9 to 10 cents. It actually gets you up here too. I thought maybe it would be a little bit further, maybe up here around 11 or 12 cents, but no, the same target. So either way, guys, this is looking good. I'm still thinking 9 to 10 cents is really looking good. And from where we broke out to 9 to 10 cents, that is a close to a 65 to 70% increase in price. So that's a pretty big, decent move there for Jasmy, if we could see this play out this way. And that would also, guys, obviously you can see that would actually come up here and get you a nice retest of your previous resistance, right? It would get you a nice retest of your previous resistance from back here from the previous breakout. So we need to test that before we can do anything else. So I believe this breakout of this current pattern should get us up there. Now, keep in mind, we could always continue down or sideways. So what I'm going to do is give you guys my opinion of what could potentially happen when it comes to that. If we don't actually break this resistance, where could we go? Are we going to trade sideways? And what's our support level? So stick around. All right, guys. So to do this, I'm going to drop it down to the hourly real quick and just kind of look at what's going on here in the shorter term time frame. You can see we did catch perfect resistance here at my trend line, close to 7 cents there, right at about 7 cents actually. Candle closes on the hourly right there at 7 cents. We're seeing a little bit of a retrace pullback here, kind of rounding off here. Potentially, no, I'm not even going to go there. I won't go there yet, guys. But a nice little rounded out sort of structure here in the price. But what could potentially happen is we could see this pull back some more, since we are putting in, potentially attempting to put in a lower high here. We could potentially come on and put in a lower low here in the shorter term price action, which means we could come on down here to about 0.058 or come all the way back down to 0.054 down here to test our current support. You do have support right below that, right? Still, it's all right in the general area of about 5 cents, guys, give or take around 5 cents, 5.5 cents or so. Just that general area is going to be your pullback targets. Now, it could obviously, guys, we could trade out sideways in between these support and resistance levels here. We could. Doesn't necessarily mean just because we broke out of this downtrend doesn't necessarily mean that we're just going to shoot up to these targets immediately. And by the time we trade out sideways, these price targets could actually change, guys. So I will be giving you guys my updates on Jasmy. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are a fan of cryptocurrency. Not in the wrong place, man. Join the live streams and you'll find out. But like I said, let me just draw this in, what I think could potentially happen here, just based on my experience with this. Okay, so if we do not break this current resistance that we're seeing, and come up and fulfill this first target of around close to 8 cents, then we could actually potentially just trade out sideways here in between these support and resistance levels a little bit before actually getting a nice break to the upside. What this could actually do is potentially put in a different structure to the price, which could put in a different pattern here, and could possibly put in different targets. So what we're gonna have to do is just pay close attention to this. Like I said, I will be giving you guys updates on Jasmy. But what it looks like currently is that we are attempting to come up and break this resistance, guys. Now, whether or not we do this today, you know, or tomorrow, you know, nobody really knows. But currently, the thing I want to point out that is bullish, guys, just the fact that you broke this downtrend, just the fact that you broke this with a very nice pump up here, and then you're still holding above your moving averages here on the hourly, it's still looking pretty decent, right? Basically, all you did with this is you came up and you tested your previous support for resistance. You did catch resistance on it. That's typical after a breakout. That's typical after a breakout. That doesn't mean that we won't still continue here and come up and now break our resistance now that it's been tested. It's already been tested once. If we come up and test it once more, it would be likely to see it go ahead and get a nice break, and then a back test of that to reclaim this support. All right, guys, so just a quick recap for Jasmy here and my price predictions for Jasmy in my technical analysis here. So because I know that was a lot, that was a mouthful, and I probably spoke way too fast, and I'm sorry if I did. But drop a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know, what coins are you looking at right now? What's a hot altcoin on your mind right now? But quick recap, guys. So we did form a possible falling wedge pattern. We have a breakout target of around close to 8 cents. We also have potential descending wedge pattern with a breakout target up here around my psychological target of around 9 to 10 cents based on this previous support line. So as I said before, and as I've been saying for Jasmy, guys, I still believe 9 to 10 cents is going to be a pretty significant area to be paying attention to. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this update on Jasmy. I knew I needed to bring you guys one. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're new here and join the growing, awesome crypto community here on YouTube at Average Joe Crypto. Leave this video a like. It really helps out a lot. I appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.